to Inspired Method Marketing YouTube channel. We're so glad that you joined us. My name is Karen, this is my husband Trevor.
Hi.
And we are the team here, and today we're actually going to be talking about the importance of values for your business. You have a business, you probably have some values attached to that. Well, we're going to break that down with you and help you understand how that actually is like a building block to your business and why it's important to think about it before you start talking about your business. Right?
Absolutely, yeah, 100%.
So Jim Collins said, the point is not what core values you have, but that you have core values at all. That you know what they are, that you build them explicitly into the organization, and that you preserve them over time.
Very, very important.
A lot in that quote. That's like a jam-packed quote. Not only do you have to have the core values, you need to make sure you're communicating them and then preserve them as you go.
Yeah, very good.
In 2017, small, medium enterprises employed 89.6% of the private sector workforce. That's around 10.7 million people. And highlighting the important role that small, medium enterprises play in employing Canadians. And that's coming from the government of Canada.
Yeah, that's huge. When thinking about what we do and what our mission is to help small businesses to succeed, right?
Yep.
So having values that you live by for your business is one of the things that makes a business successful. These values, they guide all of your customer interactions as well as how you treat your employees, and it really sets a level of expectation moving forward with your business. So Karen, what questions did we want to share with the group today?
Well, the first question I have is, how did we come up? Let's back up a little and how did we come up with those core values for our business at Inspired Method?
Well, I know for me, I just looked at my personal beliefs and how I want to be treated in the marketplace and how I want to be treated by other people in general. And that's how we started the building blocks of creating the values, our vision, our mission, our purpose, and our values for our company. And so that was really the beginning place. I looked at other websites and saw what other people were doing, and really I wanted to find some key points that I feel are really important for us to provide for our clients, because I feel that when I am receiving service from somewhere, that's what I would like to see. So that's where I started. How about you, Karen? What thoughts did you have on our values?
Well, it's kind of the same thing. What lined up with me personally and how I like to experience the world when I'm dealing with small businesses. Those were just immediate things that I could see. Whether it was a good service or a bad service, I knew right away kind of what values that I wanted to hold in my business based on what I've experienced when dealing with small businesses.
Yeah, exactly. Because your business is your face to the world. It's a reflection of the business owner and the core people who are in charge of that business. So that's how I started anyway.
And we do. What makes having a set of values important for employees for that business?
Well, for employees, it's really important that they share the same values, right? Nothing is worse than having people who don't share the same values working together. So if you believe that customer service comes first, and you're working with somebody who thinks that they come first, then that's obviously a problem, right? The other thing with making sure that employees are on board with your values is every interaction that they're having with a customer is vital that they understand what those values and guidelines are. It's almost like you're the soul or the personality of your business, so that there's no variance between day to day and employee to employee, how things are dealt with on a customer service level.
Right. And then when you're maybe not there as the owner, it carries for you because those values are in place.
Yeah, it can really help set the culture for your business, and it's something that you need to build into your business and have moving forward each and every day. It's not easy, but it's worth it in the end.
Yeah, for sure. What makes having a set of values important for customers?
So customers can get a glimpse of really what you're all about. And let's say you're living out these values every day in your customer interactions, then it's just going to help build your reputation with the public at large, because people are going to experience how you work with them, what you do for them, how you handle and resolve any issues or complaints, and that really helps boost your reputation in the world, because you'll of course ask for a Google review, and you'll get an objective answer on there. So it's really, really important that people pay attention to their values and live them out in front of their customers.
Yeah. How can knowing your values empower your employees?
Well, for the instance of dealing with customers, if they know what the values are, then when there's an issue that arises, let's say you're in a service industry, okay? One really good example I heard the other day, I was listening to a podcast, and it was from the gentleman who was in charge of Ritz-Carlton properties for a number of years. And every person that worked for them was empowered to do things to help the customer experience better. So even if they heard a customer request, it wasn't voiced directly to customer service or to a concierge or anyone, but if they even overheard somebody saying that they would really enjoy this, whatever that would be, then they were empowered to actually go about and try and make that happen for the customer. So when it comes to customer complaints or issues, let's say you're returning something and or someone is returning something to you and they're just not happy and they don't have the receipt and they'd like to try something else, just giving the employees, if they know what the values are of the company, just giving them the power to switch that out, change it, and just make the customer experience a lot better. That's one way that you can do it, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
How difficult is it to build those values into your business?
It takes persistence. It takes, drilling it into yourself, into your employees every day, and making sure that every person is, embracing those values and doing their best to live them out on a daily basis. And like we did here the other day, we went through and over our values with the whole group and asked, how did you live out this value this week? So just really, reiterating and getting it top of mind for people on a regular basis is, I think, the key to doing that.
That actually leads me to another question. We reviewed, but how often should we actually review those values with our employees?
Well, I think before you hire them, you go over the values with them. So in the group interview, you are sharing with them what your values are and making sure that they agree with those values. Number two, when you hire them, go over the values again and just reiterate, this is what we hold dear, this is what's important to us as a company. And then I think you should either have it written down somewhere or someplace visible so that people can look at it on an ongoing basis. And I think when you have team meetings, maybe a monthly team meeting, you should definitely go over it as often as you can.
Yeah. How can you use those values to, as a marketing tool?
Well, think of it as creating slogans or taglines, right? So depending on what your value is, so let's say, one of our values is if it's good for us, it's good for our customers, right? Or if it's good for the customer, it's good for us. I forget which way we wound that up, but really all the same things that we do for our customers, we're doing for ourselves. Yeah. And everything that we do for us, we do for our customers. So there isn't anything that we're hiding behind closed doors or any secret sauce that we're keeping hidden from anyone. All the same marketing tools and tactics that we use for ourselves, we use for our customers. So that's the way that you can use it in your marketing.
Yeah, and actually every video we make is based on what we do. You could do it all yourself, it just takes time and expertise. But yeah. And that's where we come in. So how can your company values be used for training and teaching your employees?
Well, quite simply, you could use your company values in an employee handbook. Right, so put them in an employee handbook and then highlighting each one of those values and creating a simple scenario and a course outline based on what your values are. So really, every piece of your core values should be flowing through all the different parts of your employee manual.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to kind of go to the dark side here, but what would happen if you didn't solidify these values? What are some like worst case scenarios, or you can give examples if you want, or just ideas?
Well, the worst case scenario in not solidifying these values and having them, top and center and front of mind for people is you're gonna have an inconsistency in your brand.
Yeah.
So when you are, every person's gonna have a different interaction with your company, and that is absolutely terrible for business. You're not going to be in business very long if every person that you come in contact with has a different experience with your business. Can you imagine going into a Starbucks in Edmonton, and everything is absolutely perfect? They get your order right, they call out your name correctly, you're charged your $5 for your latte or whatever you're paying. And then you go to, let's say, Mexico or Saskatoon or something, and they have a different kind of coffee. They don't have what you like. It's not made right. They don't call out your name, right? And you're charged 2 times as much. Inconsistency, and also they're not friendly, and the place is dirty, and all the things that we expect with that brand, Starbucks, and you don't see that consistently across brand. Then people aren't going to be attracted to it, and they're just going to go elsewhere.
Yeah,
right?
Sure. Yeah, that's a good point. So should you just say these values, or should you have them written down as well? For your company, for your customers?
Yeah, well, for us, we put them on our website so that our customers can see what our values are, as well as any employees can also see what our values are, and we can look at them and refresh our memory on what they are on a regular basis. So it's really important to have it written down. If I was, if I had an electrical company or a plumbing company, I would probably have a list of these values in every van or truck that people went out in, and it would also be on the walls in the shop, so people could see them on a regular basis.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, those are great answers. So thanks so much for joining us today, talking all about the importance of the values for your business. If you liked what you heard, give us a like and a comment below. If you have any questions, do the same, and subscribe to our channel so you get all the latest updates. Bye.
Thanks.